Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to episode 407 of Prog Review. And today we're talking about David Sylvian's Gone to Earth album. This one here, released originally in 1986, 13th of December 1986. It's his third studio album. I got this off the eBay a while back. And it's good because it's a promo copy. And it actually comes with the original press release inside. How cool is that? So it tells you all about the album. So I could just sit here and read you the press release and how it features where is it? Robert Fripp, yeah, Bill Nelson, Mel Collins, Phil Palmer, Kenny Wheeler, Richard Barbieri. So I could do that, couldn't I? And just read it off the press release. It's great. It's great. It's great to have that little thing there. The thing about the album is it exists in various formats. If you got the album originally, you get it. It's a double album of 2 sides, 4 sides. Even though it's an album of 4 sides, it's almost like a 2 distinct records. The first album is there are 7 tracks over 2, and they're more traditional singy songs from David Sylvian himself, opening with Taking the Vow. Again, the tone and the rhythm of each of these songs are very similar, and it's like, well, I mean, I listened to this final this very morning before I did this. I put it on the old turntable and just wallowed in it. It's like stepping into a warm bath. The production, yeah, it's a little 80s in places, but the music is like I say, it's almost all of one beat, you know, dum, 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 and it's got this kind of pulse, this rhythm that goes through the whole lot, you know. So it's not a fast album. It's a slow album. It's one to be like I say, laid in, wallowed in, and enjoyed. It's like I say, it starts with Taking the Vow, which is a very very mellow track. Lots of good guitar in there. You see, I'm going to just look at the album, so I can tell you who plays on that. Yeah, you got Steve Jansen on the drums, Ian Maidman or Jennifer Maidman now on the bass, Robert Fripp on the guitar, and Phil Palmer too. And again, it's you get lots of Robert Fripp stuff on there. Again, Fripp features highly on this. Laughter and Forgetting, again, it's another mellow track. Again, this is Sylvian at his best, you know. I mean, I really do like this album a lot. But the songs are, you know, of the first side, they are very very similar. They all tend to kind of move in the same pace into each other. Again, Before the Bullfight it's 9 minutes 20 seconds long. It's massive. You forget how long it is because you listen. It's one of these things, you get lost in it. You listen to it, and I forget just how long that song is. And the first side ends with the title track "Gone to Earth," which is a co-write with Robert Fripp, and it's a very classic track, and has some amazing Frippatronics on the end of it. I always think the last dying bars of it always reminds me of it. Isn't she lovely? I don't know why. There's just a little theme in the guitar, the backwards looped guitar, which reminds me of that. And then you flip it over, and we have Wave, Riverman, and Silver Moon on the B side. Now, if you followed Sylvian and Fripp and you saw them live, they did a lot of the tracks from this album on that tour. They did Riverman and Wave on that tour, so that's pretty good stuff. Again, Wave comes in at 9 minutes 11. Wow, these are epic songs. So you've got that album, the singy songs, with some, like I say, great contributions from Bill Nelson, BJ Cole, Robert Fripp, Steve Nye's in there as well. Steve Nye's the co-producer. Again, Steve Nye, Ian, Jennifer Maidman are from Penguin Cafe Orchestra, so all this kind of music is kind of linked. You've got Bill Nelson, Bebop Deluxe, Robert Fripp, King Crimson. It's a real mix of people playing on this. And then you get to the second disc, two sides, and that's completely different, because it's more, it's instrumental. There are no vocals on it, and it's almost like Sylvian has just let the artists that he's working with do what they want, and they do these great, I don't know if they're improvised, they've kind of got the feel of being improvised instrumental pieces. So you have the Healing Place with Bill Nelson, on solo guitar, Answered Prayers, again Bill Nelson, where the railroad meets the sky, against Steve Nye on the piano. B.J. Cole finishes off that side. Robert Fripp has Campfire, Coyote Country, and then another couple of tracks from Bill Nelson, and Upon This Earth rounds it up again with Fripp doing his thing. And it's great to hear Fripp out of his environment and on here, and it's great to hear Bill Nelson doing his thing too, so it's worth it for that. But as I was saying, there are different versions of this. The LP, you get the full experience. There was a version on the CD version, the original pressing, where they edited out a lot of the instrumentals. I don't know why. They had enough space, I think, on the CD to maybe put it on. I don't know. But yeah, so that's edited down. But then they did a reissue in 2003 of this on CD, and they restored it, so it was a double disc CD with everything on there, and I think there was even a couple of extra bonus remix tracks as well. That's the one you probably want to get on CD, or if not, get the vinyl, because the vinyl sounds absolutely superb. Well, it would do, wouldn't it, because it's the vinyl. Whoops, just banged the microphone. Sorry if you're listening on headphones. So yeah, I mean it's 80 minutes long. The first album, the Singy Song album, I really like it. I think it's really good. It holds together well. And then you got the instrumental album, which it's very reflective stuff. You get lost in it. You're not going to be dancing around, waving your knickers in the air listening to this. It's very very mellow, and a real, if you want something to calm the nerves, it's one of those albums. I think it's great. I think it's a really good experimental, electronic, ambient guitar, whatever. I think it's a great mix. And again, David Sylvian, very brave to put out this album, because you've got to remember who he was and what he was regarded as. He was regarded as very much a pop star back in the 80s, from what he did with Japan. And this album, you see him, stamping that no, he was also an experimental musician. This is his first time that you see that writ big with what he had, what he did, and what he allowed on the second album, second LP of this, if you know what I mean. So I just think it's a great record. You don't get records like this anymore, which is a great shame. You can feel that it's real progressive, looking forward, moving forward, real, trying to do something different stuff there. And it's a great record. You can't say any more than that. And again, Sylvian's voice is fantastic on this. It does move. That's the only. If you want to criticise it, it does move at one pace. There is like one kind of feeling here. If you know what I mean. There's a one tone to it. The tone palette is very much of one hue, if you want to describe it like that. That's the only thing I can say about it. But I just think it is. Despite that, I think it's a great album. If you can get it on vinyl, wow, yeah, I think you're in for a treat. If you're a bit of a vinyl snob, it does have a certain warmth to it that the CD greatly lacks. I sound like one of those bloody audiophile snobs now, don't I? And you got some great artwork there from Russell Mills as well. Must talk about that as well. That brings the whole package together. And you can hear bits of this album. You can hear on Rain Tree Crow. You know, they're kind of hewn from the same musical rock. Yeah, but Rain Tree Crow, that's another one. I don't know if have I done that one? I don't know. Should do that one as well. But yeah, so I think it's great. It gets... Oh, shall I just go for it? I'm going to give it 5 waves out of 5. That's it, 5 waves out of 5. It's a favourite of mine. It's a personal favourite. You can't criticise albums that you love, can you? What does it mean anyway? Go and listen to it. Again, this is all about me telling you what to go and check out, even if I give a bad review. You know that by now. I've said it enough. I've repeated myself and often enough. But if you haven't got into David Sylvian before, this might be a bit of a tricky one to navigate. You know, the first CD, yeah, you might, but the second CD you might find a little bit dull, but there are riches there. There are riches there to be enjoyed. So yeah, please do check out Gone to Earth by David Sylvian, and also you can see where Sylvian Fripp came from. You know, these are the seeds of that relationship too. So there's a lot to be had. So like I said, my name's been Darren. I've been talking about. Try not to drop the press release. David Sylvian's Gone to Earth album. Here it is. It's very nice. Look, see, it's very pretty, and that. Oh, it's all shiny. That's the only problem. Sun's come out. Well, I have sunlight. You can see my beautiful face. But yeah, do check out this album. Don't forget, I'm on the old social media. I'm on the old Twitface and the Google Plus. I don't know what it is either. So do come over there and have a and say hello. There's also the patreon.com/lock, where you can help the old steamboat prog review, you know, poop sail off into the sunset. There's also music as well to be listened to at music.darrenlock.com, where you can listen to the sounds of Lock. Yes indeed. I won't bother with the iTunes. You can find me on iTunes, or just put Darren Lock Music into Google, and I'm sure it'll all pop up. That's what she said. I haven't done one of those for ages. I know you like them, except for the ones that say I'm immature when I do that joke. But you know, fuck them all. Wise man once told me that. And on that, I shall say, prog on.